Hello everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Blessing, and in today's video I'll be sharing with you guys how to cut this beautiful short with elastic waistband and how to attach this rope you are seeing on the waist. So if this is something you're interested in, click on the subscribe button, keep watching, and let's get into the video. So guys, we'll be needing our pattern paper for this tutorial. We'll be needing our marker, rulers, and scissors. So the measurement we'll be using for this tutorial is our hip measurement, waist measurement, short length, flap, and our lap measurement. So the first thing I'll be doing on my pattern paper is to rule the starting point. This is me ruling the horizontal part of the starting point at the upper part of my pattern paper. Then I'm ruling the vertical line for the side measurements. It will serve as a guideline for the measurement to be taken. So the very first thing we'll be doing on the measurement is taking away 2 inches from the short length, because we'll be adding elastic band of 2 inches at the upper part of the short. So I'm putting the 2 inches on the starting point and I'm marking 15 inches. 15 inches is my short length, so I'm taking away 2 inches. So I make a point there and mark it as a straight line. So I'll come down on that line of my short length and I'll mark 2 inches. That 2 inches I'm marking there is for the sewing allowance. So after that, the next thing we'll be doing is marking our flap measurement. So I'm still going to take away that 2 inches. Remember that. So my flap measurement is 24. 24 divided by 2. You will divide your flap measurement by 24. I'll be showing a video on how to measure your flap measurement, accurate flap measurement. So my flap measurement is 24, divided by 2 is 12, then minus 2, which is 10. So guys, I made a mistake in this video. I was supposed to mark 12 inches, but I ended up marking 10 inches. The reason why I was supposed to mark 12 inches is because I've taken away 2 from the upper part. So if in case you are doing yours, if you are taking 2 away from the upper part, then you mark your exact flap measurement divided by 2. I guess you understand what I'm trying to do. So the next thing we'll be doing is marking our hip measurement. My hip measurement is 40 inches divided by 4. I'm dividing it by 4. My hip measurement divided by 4 is 10. Then I'll add 0.5 inches allowance, so that's 10.5. I'll mark it on the waistline and on the flap line. So I'll just extend that flap line forward because I'll be adding my lap measurement there. So my lap measurement is 25 inches. The biggest part of your lap is your lap measurement. So 25 divided by 2 is 12.5. I'll mark it there on the flap line, plus half inches sewing allowance. And the next thing I'll be doing, I'll be marking my knee measurements. My knee measurement is 20 because I don't want it tight. 20 inches plus half inches. I divided the 20 inches by 2, which is 10. Then I added 5 inches to it, so that's 10.5. Then I'll be curving that line on the flap to the hip line. So this is my flap curve. And I'll be connecting from that flap curve down to the knee line. Just look at what I'm doing, you will understand. I'm using my curved rule. You can also use your free hand to do this, but for the sake of this tutorial and to be on the safer side, I'm using my curved rule to mark it. So this is it. This is how you should get it. It shouldn't just be straight because our lap is not straight. So the next thing we'll be doing is marking our pockets on the side. We'll mark 2.5 from the starting line and we'll mark 6.5 inches downward. So I came in by 2.5 and I went down by 6.5. I guess you understand. Then you curve it with your curved ruler. So the next thing we'll be doing is to mark half inches from the crotch measurements on that hip line. We'll mark it down, then connect it to the side pocket. So this is the front. That's all for the front. So guys, after you must have finished cutting the front pattern, the next thing you'll be doing is placing it on a clean pattern paper to cut the back. I don't know why this pattern paper keeps folding like this. Assuming I had my iron beside me, I would have used my iron to press it down. Guys, once your pattern paper keeps misbehaving like this, just use a hot iron to press it, and trust me, it will become so flat on the surface. So I just try using another method. I'm using my pin to pin it together with the new pattern paper. So after pinning it down, the first thing I'll be doing is to extend my flap line. I'll be extending it because I'll be adding 2 inches allowance to it. I was looking for my ruler. Yeah, I found it on the table. So I'm extending the line forward. So I'll come to the waistline. The hip line I marked from the waist. I'll mark 2 inches. And I'll mark 2 inches out on the flap line. And I'll also mark 2 inches on the knee line. So basically we're adding 2 inches to everything, and from that line I marked on the waistline, I'll mark it straight down to the flap line, and I'll make a curve to the hip line. So that's my back flap curve, and from that point I'll mark it down to the knee line. I'm extending the knee line, and I'm extending the line from the allowance up to the knee line. So I'll mark it with my hand, but my hand failed me, so I'm using my curved ruler to mark it. So the next thing we'll be doing, we'll go to the front pattern and mark 1.5 inches upward, and also mark 1.5 inches on the back line upward. I'll extend the line to the point. Then from that line, I'll mark a slanted line to the side pocket of the front pattern. So the reason why I'm doing this is for you to be able to cover the boards. Guys, if you have found any value in this video, please, I'm begging you to subscribe to my channel. It is a new channel. Like my videos, comment, share. I love you guys. And in the next video, I'll be sharing with you guys how to sew the shorts and how to attach the rope into the elastic band. So after cutting it, you place it on your fabric and cut it out. And that's all for the cutting.